What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd do a match reaction to the game that finished last night. Celtic 3, Lask 0 in the Champions League qualifier. Celtic taking a 3-0 lead over to Austria against Lask after winning at Celtic Park last night. Really good performance attacking wise from Celtic. I thought we deserved to win in the end. Wasn't perfect, a few mistakes defensively and stuff, and on another day a better team would punish us, but so many players stood out. I thought Simasalo, when he was called upon, was excellent. I thought he made a great save to deny Lask. I think it was at 2-0. Really good save. Or 3-0, I can't remember. It was a really good save. I thought Kobe Donovan, even though a lot of fans are not convinced by him, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was absolutely brilliant down that right-hand side. I thought defensively he was excellent. I thought attacking he was excellent as well. I thought that Bauer looked decent as well in the middle of the pitch. Yes, Lask got through the middle of the pitch quite a few times and they bypassed our midfield, which I will get onto. But in terms of transition, I thought his touch was excellent. I thought his awareness was excellent as well. You're really impressed with Mick Bauer. The two games he's played, I think he's been excellent. Really impressed by him. I thought he was really good. Negron was excellent. Negron, completely different player this season. Since the season started, getting more involved. Yeah, he was excellent. Absolutely brilliant performance by Negron. I thought he was tremendous. Excellent from Negron. I thought that Hogg, even though he didn't score, I thought he was, in the second half, he was fantastic. I thought his hold-up play gave them all sorts of problems. They had to pull him back, pull him down. You know, used his physicality. He's literally the striker we've been missing. Can hold the ball up, you know, bully big central defenders in Europe. I thought he was excellent. Absolutely brilliant from Kasper Hogg. But the best player for me was Camilo Duran. Camilo Duran was amazing. He was absolutely brilliant. You know, absolutely brilliant performance from Camilo Duran. I thought he was tremendous. Great performance from Duran. Gave that fullback all sorts of problems. At one point, he nutmegged him and made him look stupid. You know, two brilliant goals from Duran. And, you know, in the 80th minute, he's running back and he's winning the ball back. But, yeah, he was excellent. You know, really good player. I look forward to seeing him this season, how many goals he can score, because he's excellent. Him and Ho together. Ho, and then you got Hassan as well, who I thought was decent when he came on as well for his little cameo. But the game started and Lask started on the front foot. Lask thought they took the lead inside 30 seconds. It was really poor from Celtic. It was the only mistake really Donovan made. It was between Donovan and Carter Vickers, you know, straight ball over the top and the striker gets in. What a finish, you know, he hits it first time. Right across Simasalo into top corner and Lask thought they were 1-0 up. Luckily for us, it was offside. You know, he was offside, but it was really poor from Celtic. Really poor defending. Lask again, getting in a few minutes later. You know, they were bypassing the midfield. That's the problem with Bauer and McGregor. You know, McGregor hasn't got the legs anymore, and I don't think he's never been a centre defensive midfielder who breaks play up. And then you got Bauer's just come in the door. They were getting through the midfield too easily. It goes through to the attacker. The attacker outpaces Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers is caught on the wrong side again. Really poor defending by him. And it was he put it past the post. Really unfortunate for Lask. You know, they should have easily been 1 or 2-0 up. You know, really poor. Yeah, really poor from Celtic. Celtic though grew into the game. You know, Duran had a great opportunity. You know, really good ball from down the line. You know, Duran gets in, he puts it past the post. That was really unlucky. You know, Celtic really did come into the game. You know, we were starting to get into it. And we did take the lead. And what a goal it was from Negron. Brilliant play. Yang, you know, it's really good play by Celtic. You know, Yang, you know, flicked it out to Tierney. Tierney, really good ball into the box. Lask clear it away. But it comes down to Negron, who's lurking on the edge of the box. Negron, what a finish. You know, edge of the box. Curled it right into the top corner. There's a player there. There is a player there. He just frustrates me at times. But what a goal from Negron. When he gets involved in the game, he's an effective player. He's doing more of that this season. What a goal from Negron, right into the top corner. Celtic 1-0 up. Absolutely brilliant from Benjamin Negron. Like, Duran then made it 2-0. We scored the second goal at the right time. Again, it's a cross into the box. It gets dealt with by Lask. Harsh, partly, but it comes down to Duran. Duran, what a finish. Duran was absolutely excellent. In the first half, he was ripping that fullback every time, coming inside, leaving Donovan on the overlap, gave them all sorts of problems. He was brilliant. What a finish from Duran. Edge of the box, smashes it into the top corner, 2-0 to Celtic. I thought Duran was excellent. He's been excellent in every game I've seen him play. Yes, he hasn't scored the same amount of goals in the league games as Hogg, but I think Duran's excellent. Yes, he's not a right winger, but it's working for him on that right hand side. It gives teams problems because they don't that he's unpredictable. He can come inside, go on the outside. He can cross the ball. He can get assists. He can hit the ball from outside the box. He's strong. He's powerful. He works hard getting back. Just an all-round good footballer. Yeah, 2-0. Great finish from Duran. 2-0 Celtic. That was the half-time score. So really, we started off shaky, grew into the game, and then got the 2 goals at the right time. Lask were never out of the game. They had a great opportunity where Trusty got beaten, far too easy in the box. What a save from Simasalo. Really good save by him. They had a few shots from outside the box. Lask, the winger as well, got in, where he literally should have put it in and he didn't. Really poor down the left-hand side. And the guy hit it and it went over the bar. He should have done better there. Celtic, though, McGregor hit the post. It was unlucky. It comes out to McGregor. He hits it. Hits Kasper Hogg. And it deflects towards goal. But it comes back off the inside of the post and bounces out. That was really unlucky. Hogg in the second half was giving out all sorts of problems. Ball was getting played up to him. He's getting pulled over, dragged down by the defenders. I thought he was a real handful. Again, I thought he was excellent. Even though he didn't score, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. The way that he held the ball up, really impressed by him. The way he held the ball up, really, really impressed by him. Really good performance by Kasper Hogg. And it was Kasper Hogg who was involved in the second goal. Really good play by Celtic. Hogg holds the ball up and gets played into midfield. Donovan does excellently. It comes out to their right-hand side. Donovan makes a run and it draws away 2 defenders. It comes into Negron. Negron rolls it back into Duran after Duran played the pass into him initially. What a finish by Duran. 3-0. Celtic, comfortable win in the end. Duran, what a finish into the top corner. And that was it, really. Celtic, tried to get more goals, but in the end it was a 3-0 win. Excellent result. Go over to Austria next week on Tuesday. That's our next game. So we don't have a game in the league this weekend, so we've got plenty of time to prepare. We need to solidify defensively, though, and in midfield. We need more players in. Hopefully the club do that, but I don't know if they will. But yeah, delighted to get the win. Lask are a decent side. They're not a terrible side. They're not, a terrible team at all. It just wasn't their night last night. Celtic, on the other hand, great result for us. We're one foot into the Champions League, which is amazing. Hopefully we can go over there and get a win. That would be great if we could carry on winning, because we haven't lost a game yet this season in domestic football and in Europe. And obviously we won last night, so we're scoring goals as well. That's 3 against Lask, 4 against Dundee United, and then 5 against Kilmarnock as well in our last 3 games. So we are scoring goals, and we look really good going forward. We look really good. It's just defensively, I think we need more, and in midfield, I think we need more as well. We need a midfielder who can break up play, just shield that back 4. Shield Trusty, shield Carter Vickers. I would get another centre back as well to help out, because Carter Vickers is injury prone, and Trusty is just Trusty, isn't he? He can have good games, he can have bad games. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we should go over there and we should get the result. Lask had to score 4. It's not impossible. I remember when Celtic played Astana and they beat them 5-0, and then Astana won the second game 4-3, I think it was, in Kazakhstan. So it's not impossible. And it's Celtic in Europe, so anything can happen. Celtic historically always make it tough for themselves in Europe. But I think we'll score over there. I fancy us to score against them. I think we should have enough. I think we will get into the Champions League, which is excellent for us. brilliant achievement for us to get into the Champions League. And yeah, we got the win. It felt like a European night as well. Yeah, it was just it was amazing performance attacking wise. Some of our play going forward was amazing. Really impressed by us. I thought we were excellent going forward. And then, you know, so many players stood out as well. But yeah, that's my reaction. Man of the match was Camilo Duran. He's amazing. Absolutely amazing player. Another player we're going to sell on for big money, I think. Scored in the Champions League for Karabag as well. I think he scored 5 goals last year for Karabag. One of them was against Newcastle as well. He's got pace as well. He's quite a quick player. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do for us this season, particularly in Europe, because he's got the experience. Him and Hogg have done it in Europe for Bodo Glimt and Karabag respectively. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. I'll be back with the reaction to the last game, the second leg, which is on Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.